Hey, hey! It's Ray Langley, at your service. Virtual entertainer and wolf girl extraordinaire. Welcome to my second Ace Attorney stream. How are you all today? Welcome in to Illusory Singer and Candace. Good to see you guys. Hello, Fizcatos. Thank you for joining. I'm very excited to play more of this today. Tired, looking forward to this. I feel that. I am very much looking forward to continuing this. For those who might have forgotten, or just need a brief refresher, last time we began with, of course, the first case, which was a tutorial. And then we started a bit of the second case being where our chief and mentor, Mia Fey, was murdered, and her sister, Maya, is the prime suspect. Now, just a little bit of a disclaimer before we get into this. Obviously, I do the characters based on vibes and pretty much make up the voices on the fly. That doesn't seem to be a problem, but just in case, that's entirely what's going on, and if I don't initially remember how a character sounds, I'll try to get to it. Or if they give me a different vibe, they might sound different, so... With that in mind, let's get started, because now, we're headed to the trial phase of the case. Alright everybody, ready? Let's do this. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 1.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence that she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Oh, welcome in, Miggy. How are you doing? This is case 2, actually. We're doing Turnabout Sisters right now. Case 2, we're just starting the trial. Alright. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here.
And the cause of death?
Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times? Huh. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Is something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away.
Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found at the scene were.
Yes, sir.
Are you absolutely sure it was us?
Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Well, He does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Why is that? What's your reason? Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
And did you find any evidence?
Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part.
I got a bad feeling about this. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Ho ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants?
Who? Sorry, time to answer wrong on purpose for the fun of it. It could have been me!
What? So it was you?
No. I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't? Hold on. So, you admit to this? You admit that you wrote the note? Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Amateur. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that?
Of course I do, pal.
Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. What kind of tests were these again?
Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood, the, goblins, goblin, boblin. I refuse to testify in this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir.
Detective Gumshoe,
Yeah?
I look forward to your next evaluation. As should you.
Oh.
That was a mess.
Right. Where was I?
On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective?
The right hand.
She was right-handed.
Ha ha ha. Nice try.
No, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure. Happens all the time in books and in the movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim could write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually got a point, pal.
Stop right there. The witness's opinion on this matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
Order! Order!
That didn't go so well.
That's right. What he said.
That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying.
What? This isn't one of your lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately!
But...
No butting your way out of this one, Detective!
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When?
I genuinely do not remember, and I don't want to guess wrong. I think it was the same day, right? I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder.
You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after.
Oh, right.
The prosecution's point being...
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write to Maya. That is all.
I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Detective Gumshoe, was I a fool to trust you and your report?
Huh? Me? I wasn't... Huh?
Detective Gumshoe, I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
What? But...
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fey & Co. law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Well, Your Honor.
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
Well, I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Feys' understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you!
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Why would I choose no? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Ooh.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! That poor girl!
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey?
Mm-hmm. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her? Sorry, I just double-checked chat right now. Why is she jiggling her boobs? She could be a VTuber. April May live 2D motto when? How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Okay, this one might actually be penalizable, so I'm gonna just be careful. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. Are we gonna get the... Dang, not the fast-paced one.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
So, you saw me then, too?
Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere.
Spiky?
The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
Very well. Continue.
Is that right as in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright. Please continue. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then?
Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it?
A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win 'em all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. I'm pretty sure this is right. Yes, music stopped. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty, Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a I'm sorry, I just saw chat. Insane statement to say this. Okay, let me get back to the... okay. Let's redo that line. You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh.
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, you will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fey & Co.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fey & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Oh, both of those are good answers. One kind of begets the other, so I'm gonna go with... Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly...
Just take a look. Right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Ho ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... take a look at this!
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait! This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order! Order!
Defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention! Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon! Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. Huh. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m.
Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well, then let's see it. Please produce the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't hers is in and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today?
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! Die!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but I'm on a roll. The witness had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. and I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia's phone, were you not?
Ooh. Ooh.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Let me just double check this. Yeah, exactly. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. I can? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time.
Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
I...
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Okay. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone?
I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on. Think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Alright. I've got nothing to lose. Except, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. Oh shit, we start off with the... Sorry, vibing out to this one real quick. Okay, that's enough. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Hey yo, where you looking? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim?
Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions.
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Boy! The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Yes, what then?
"9 on the dot, you say?" Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. "Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir." Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir, as in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? Wait! Please wait!
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? I'm genuinely thinking, hold on. I know I can load. But I want to get it right. Check-in is not going to be relevant here. Probably. It's got to be this one. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. Don't skimp on the ice just makes it seem like you skimp on the coffee, then. Oh, Frank, welcome in. Hello. Good to see you. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we've just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple, it was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ugh! Upstart amateur! These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis...
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Translator's note: charm means tits. Ooh, we hit the next to be continued section. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. I'm still amazed at how efficient this fictional legal system is, but if you assume everyone is guilty, I guess it goes faster. Yeah, as I recall, this is supposed to be a parody of Japanese courts where it's very much guilty until proven hyper innocent, and like not only do you have to prove your client's innocence, you also have to implicate someone else or something. It sounds like a mess over there. Not that we're much better. Anyway. Oh. Yeah, Frank said it too. Alright.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May.
No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
So, what is it you wish to ask of me then?
For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Or maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal.
Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep.
This woman's impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person.
Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer.
Bottom... I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? She would do great as an e-girl. She was just too ahead of her time.
Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost. Because, well, I'm not cooperating.
Thanks, I noticed. Maybe I just don't have the requisite piece yet. Let's get moving. September 7th, Fey & Co. Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Mia's favorite potted plant. Guess I'll have to water it now. The sky is blue and so am I. There is that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. I wonder what movie it was. I bet it's Goncharov. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is... Mia. Interesting. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. You know, I just thought about it. The OST that plays here at the station reminds me of Material Girl. Huh. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her. Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. And there we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? Could you tell me more about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fey & Co. law offices, of course. Ah, yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. By that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious? I don't believe it. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. This guy's never heard of a rose? Or an iris? September 7, Grossberg Law Offices. Huh, looks like Grossberg's out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here has got money to burn. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... Wasn't it? It's a very memorable painting anyhow. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. What's this? Old photos? There are 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 incident. Exhibit A. DL6 incident. Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo, and it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. I think I'll swap them. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Well, sure. Why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this.
You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone?
Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me.
Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart.
That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. What's an affidavit again? An affidavit is basically a legally, it's kind of like a statement that says this is a legal statement I'm making under penalty of perjury. I swear that this statement is true, kind of thing. Like you're basically writing it's like a written testimony kind of thing. I've had to sign a few of those and had a few of those used against me at some points, so anyway, have a look at this.
Look, I've said several times I'm not telling you. Where did you?
Aha. A reaction. This is him, isn't it?
What? Who? When? What?
It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder.
No, that's not right.
Nice try, Miss Cooperative.
Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof.
I'm so close. Could you have a look at this?
What's that?
The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Maybe Phoenix should wear a beanie. Such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. This is it, all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press.
What?
Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation.
Ooh, fine. I'll talk. You win, lawyer.
Yes! Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive!
Why are you pumping your fists in the air?
Now, tell me about the man you were with.
Get me in. He's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate, Blue Corp.
Red? White? Information gathering?
Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency.
So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder?
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Get all your Mr. White jokes in. You're goddamn right. September 7th, Blue Core Incorporated, CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name! What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous! Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake! Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with such a man, such as myself? Yipes. This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's Special Runner-Up. Best Participation. Judge's Cooperation Award. Special Good Try Prize? The words judges and special kind of stand out. A statue of a man holding up the world. The Blue Core sign certainly stands out enough. The motto for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too beauticious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too beauticious for just about anyone to appreciate. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? I forgot how much I wanted to fenestrate this man. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original worth 5 million for sure. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corps, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases, I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand, although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corps anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corps was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corps, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? I hate him. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again. Who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney Grody Burger. What? He punched me! Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension, your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's. Yes. Then you must ask him. Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat's! Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days.
I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess.
Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's just... Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl.
I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know.
Oh, right, Mr. Wright. No, I'm sorry. It's just... I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me.
Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy.
You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corps. Red White's office.
So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
Connected, you say?
Yes, and I know what it is. I forgot that was an option. Gotta pick the wrong one on purpose. It's not something I can claim to understand. But you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you?
What? My boy!
You sent that painting to him as a sign of undying love.
My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas?
I don't understand how you could...
That's because I'm not. We're not. Don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all.
I knew it. They are lovers.
No. We are not lovers.
Sometimes choosing the wrong answer is hilarious.
Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corps is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now.
15 years?
All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed.
The name on the back of those photographs.
As you suspected, I could not stand the defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did.
So that's the connection.
It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible.
Impossible? Why?
He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
What?
They are bound
unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Mr. Fey. Fey? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know, but one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there'd be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Let's see if there's a recorded in this. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. It's crazy how this is just our second case and we're already hitting systemic corruption. I know, right? We went from like random common burglar who panicked and killed someone to guy who controls the country. CEO of a shady business that controls the country. Let's see. A, B, F. Misty Fey. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? I have tarnished the Fey name. Leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Did she travel with a boy named Ash? Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this? Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here at the end in S. Suicide? She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these quote-unquote suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. T-U... I know, W, White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Let's see... Anything here? I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Sorry, sir, I borrowed this. Ah, so it was you, my boy. Who is this man? It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. I'd better give him back this photograph. Photograph returned to Mr. Grossberg. Sorry, my boy. I don't think I can help you with that. Okay, he's probably out of conversation trees. So let's mosey here. Ah. Apparently Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Do I go back here then? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. I think we're past needing to talk about April May. I've got to put this guy on the spot and quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. This guy is a pro at pulling the wool over people's eyes. I've got to put him on the spot and quick. Stop that! Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. What's wrong? Is something stuck to my face? Why, yes, there's my eyes, and my nose, and my mouth. But of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. I forgot how bold and kind of stupid Phoenix is. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia! She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation! Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, 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 I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia.
Secretary's office, hello?
Mr. Wrong will be leaving now.
Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away.
Wait a second, Mr. White. You're absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it.
Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office.
Of course, sir. One moment, please.
White? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner! The hatchet man! The liquidator! The killer man! What? Mr. White, this is another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police. Now! Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you! I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. This case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers' association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they may make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong.
September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room.
I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea.
Right? Mr. Wright?
Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention.
Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you.
Huh. Now I'm afraid we've switched places.
What? You mean you?
I explained what had happened to Maya.
I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do?
Well... Well, you could cheer for me in court.
Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader?
Huh? Yeah, like that.
Oh, right. Leave it to me.
Huh?
I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms.
Wait.
What?
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
No way.
No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway.
But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind.
Just a piece? Okay. Then, come to the trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two.
Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day. Most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him.
Hey, Plurry, welcome in. Good to see you.
Phoenix is about to become the Batman?
September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Phoenix, look!
Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm gonna be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay. Let's do this.
September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this?
Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. I mean, who better? Especially when you know everyone else is in his pocket. Yeah, right? Might as well. Fuck it. At least you know you're not in his, so... Phoenix is taking the fuck it, we ball approach. Not the last time.
Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime.
I see. The prosecution may call its witness.
That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
Great. He gets to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct! And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony.
If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over.
If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always abso-positively perfect, you know. Impaction is a real word, by the way, Frank. It's just that it's a medical term. And, wow. I'll let you guys look that up. Just look up the word impaction and you'll see it. Anyway. No, 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 you're not getting away with that.
You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock.
This isn't like an inflation thing, is it? No, it's not. No.
It happened soon after the room service arrived.
That's what Miss May said, too. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time.
Oh, this is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that.
Tell us, what were you doing at the time? By window, you mean the one directly across from Fey & Co. law offices?
Correct. That is the only window you see.
And there you were reading papers?
Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had busyness to do.
A bedlam?
It must have been when you attacked, I assume.
We see. Continue. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound.
But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night.
No snoop, you're right. You've made a career out of snooping. Spiky-haired?
That's all you have to say about it.
What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl.
I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer.
Just what is your eyesight?
Counting both eyes, 40.
40? Don't add them together.
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? What was Miss May doing at the time?
She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly.
Did you know she had been tapping the Fey office phone?
Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fey woman.
You'd make a good politician, Mr. White.
Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue.
Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down.
Are you sure?
As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
Are you sure about that?
How many times must I say it? I am abso-positively perfect. End of story.
How many times must I hear that?
Psst. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd?
I know, game. You don't have to hold my hand on this one. Impaction? Don't you mean just impact?
Ridiculosity! I think you need to brush up on your language skills.
On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I'd better find a weakness in there. It's been found. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, ho, ho. It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fey & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing.
Order? I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
Oh, you provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer?
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey, buddy, you're an American too. What do you mean first? First, that is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please, sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then... I didn't hit anyone! Now, Mr. Wright, there's no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything! The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony.
Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Why is he mad at me? Should have been I abso-absolutely will cross-examine him. What do you mean next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. Stop saying it was me! Why'd you say fuck me for? But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? May I continue? So each of you saw different parts. Abso-absolutely. That's right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. So were you watching both times? I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. I'm pretty confident in my answer here. However, been a while since I saved anyway. Ah, there we go. The music stopped. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quite.
The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away!
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Actually, the report was updated. While you said that, we just updated. God. I would actually have to kill Edgeworth for that.
Mr. White?
Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap!
Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand?
Yes.
Then change your testimony to reflect that.
Sorry. My bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay, of course.
The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before?
Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused.
White's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes.
Very well, the witness may continue his account.
Miss Mia. Mr. White, did you know the victim personally?
No, triple no. How would I? How could I?
I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran.
Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now.
What did you do then?
I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer, I mean. He gave chase.
Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Miles.
Stop asking questions or I'll have to find more synonyms for badger. Thwap? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony.
Ho. Yes, well, I am a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative.
He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something, but it won't be easy. Dude had a Freudian slip and slide and he's still there. It's one of these. There we go. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand.
What?
Look at this.
We saw the floor plans of the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that?
Ridiculosity.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
Mr. White?
Mr. White, you did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia.
Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now,
What?
I said you should confess your crime, ergo. Confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap?
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fey.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who?
No, you wouldn't.
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fey's office. Am I correct?
Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fey & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand.
No, I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap. White was quaking and suddenly just gains his composure back after Edgeworth pulls something out of his ass. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Ahem. Leave it to me. I feel faint.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fey & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over. By the sound?
Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. I mean, we do have like imagine the audience size of Judge Judy and like, you know, like Night Court. Combine those and then exponentially multiply them. Easily we would have, especially in this generation of like, what do you call it? Looky-loos and like people who like completely remove reality from context. That this easily, if this stuff was televised, nobody would be watching anything else. It would be insane. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Feys' phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. I'm thinking about the members of the court that basically became seated to this match of wits between Edgeworth and Wright. They would lose focus of the actual point of the case. Oh yeah, they would absolutely. And like there'd be TikToks and people would be shipping them. And wait, that's already happening. By like a magnitude of 10 though, I guess. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it! There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh, well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him? Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Gah! Hey, Phoenix. Guck? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya?
Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya's channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
But...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Oh yeah. The one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix! White wrote that, not me.
So what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand, date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th!
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa.
Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder.
There you go. I think the court's about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right.
September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you.
But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand, and the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see? Mr. White, when you allegedly enter Fey & Co. offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, Can't get out of this one, can you?
No. It's impossible.
Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you will agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Why does he get the corner theme again? What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of the trial, Mr. Phoenix Wright, will be postponed until tomorrow.
No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time.
The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance. Famous celebrities. That's when it happened.
Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else, this list will be released to the press.
I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But, congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fey. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me. And Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say! Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Fey & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya? Why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought. Let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. Got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay. Wait up. And that brings us to the close of Turnabout Sisters. And that, my friends, is our time for today. It's been a lot of fun to voice act this case for you guys. And I will be playing this again tomorrow. Same Ray time, same Ray channel. Until then, well, actually, I would like to yap a little bit. That case was really fun. I actually didn't remember as much of it as I thought I did. A lot of it was kind of, I mean, this is kind of tutorial part 2 the case. So it was pretty fun to follow the leads there and stuff. So I think this next case, Turnabout Samurai, is going to be the first real case where like the training wheels come off. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I remember the basics of this one. Not a lot much else. However, I am not looking forward to voicing some of these characters. Speaking of training wheels coming off, my voice acting is going to be real demonstrated here. And by that I mean I'm going to probably have a lot of improvement to make. But that was pretty fun. So, yeah, the stream is getting a little long in the tooth, but I am pretty happy that I got to do this for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing me voice act another Phoenix Wright case. I don't know how far we'll get into it tomorrow. Ideally, I can one-shot it, but probably not, given that these cases get longer as time goes on. So we'll see where we end up, and I'm very excited to stream it for you guys. We'll see where next week lands us. But aside from that, we still have 2 more streams for this week. We have 1 more Ace Attorney stream, and then we have part 2 of the Maltese Falcon, where I'll be doing hopefully 5 more chapters of that. That's also been fun to voice act. So yeah. But thank you all so much, my wonderful Rainiacs and Langsters, for being here. I am probably going to go get dinner now. It's a bit late for dinner, about 9, almost 9:30 on my end. I usually eat dinner much earlier, but worth it. So I will see you guys next time. And until next time, make sure that you eat well, stay hydrated, and get lots of rest. Be kind to yourselves and be excellent to each other. And have a radiant rest of your night. And of course, as always, remember to unshrimp yourselves. Take care, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.